In today's video, you will learn how to master your mind and uncover the teachings of King Gautam Buddha on emotional wisdom. Stay until the end of the lesson and learn to be the master of your emotions. Once upon a time, an individual approached Gautam Buddha seeking guidance on mastering their emotions. This person was battling anger and frustration and sought methods to better manage these feelings. Buddha gently smiled and invited them to sit, offering, "Let me share a tale." In a bygone era, there reigned a king over a thriving land. One day, he opted to explore an adjacent realm renowned for its wise king. Upon arrival, he received a grand welcome. During an elaborate banquet in his honor, the visiting king spotted a fly in his soup, leading him to demand a fresh serving. The host king observed this and advised, "Your Highness, don't let anger take over. It's merely a tiny fly, insignificant in the grand scheme." The guest king retorted that he couldn't stand such things, as even the smallest fly could sour his mood. The wise king responded with a smile, "Your Majesty, it's not the fly that's the issue, but your reaction to it. You possess the strength to govern your emotions, don't let them govern you." Realizing the truth in these words, the king returned home. From then, he began to master the skill of non-reaction to situations that used to provoke his emotions. He discovered that maintaining his calm in tough times led to wiser decisions. The virtue of non-reaction is a significant teaching for us all. Often, we respond impulsively to situations, leading to adverse outcomes. Reacting in anger or frustration can strain our relationships and cloud judgment. However, non-reaction doesn't imply suppressing our emotions. Emotions are intrinsic to our humanity, and acknowledging them is crucial. Instead of acting on impulse, we should process our emotions and respond thoughtfully. In another part of the world, a young man named Michael was known for his emotional impulsiveness. He frequently reacted hastily, leading to arguments and hurt feelings. Deciding to take charge of his emotions, Michael embraced mindfulness and meditation, gaining awareness of his thoughts and feelings. He practiced pausing and breathing before responding to provoking situations. Initially, Michael struggled to rein in his emotions, but with perseverance, he noticed a gradual change. His relationships improved as he communicated more calmly and thoughtfully. One day, a friend seeking advice was impressed by Michael's tranquility. Michael explained that he hadn't eradicated anger or upset, he had simply learned to manage his emotions, allowing him to navigate relationships better and enhance his well-being. Michael's experience with mindfulness and non-reaction inspired his friend to adopt a similar approach. Over time, Michael became known for his composed and thoughtful nature, admired for his resilience and strength. He continued his mindfulness practice, finding it brought inner peace and joy. The lesson of non-reaction, requiring patience and practice, proves its worth by enhancing our relationships, decision-making, and overall life satisfaction. This story illustrates the profound impact that self-awareness and emotional control can have on one's life. It is a reminder that often our greatest challenges come not from external circumstances, but from our internal reactions to them. By mastering the art of non-reaction, we gain the ability to confront life's adversities with a balanced and composed mind. This skill enables us to approach problems with clarity and resolve them without the additional burden of emotional turbulence. Furthermore, the practice of non-reaction should not be mistaken for indifference or passivity. It is, in fact, a form of active emotional intelligence. It involves recognizing our immediate emotional responses and choosing to engage with them in a manner that is both reflective and deliberate. This approach allows us to respond to situations in a way that aligns with our deeper values and long-term goals, rather than being swept away by the heat of the moment. In a world that often values quick responses and decisive action, the art of non-reaction can be seen as counterintuitive. However, it is in the space between stimulus and response where our true freedom and power lie. This space gives us the opportunity to choose actions that contribute to our personal growth and the well-being of those around us. It is here that wisdom and compassion can take root and flourish. The practice of non-reaction also contributes to emotional resilience. By regularly stepping back and assessing our emotional states, we develop a stronger sense of self and a greater capacity to handle life's ups and downs. This resilience is crucial in maintaining mental health and fostering a sense of inner peace, regardless of external circumstances. It is a skill that, once developed, serves us in all aspects of life, from personal relationships to professional endeavors. The journey towards mastering non-reaction is continuous and evolving. It is not about achieving a state of perfect emotional control, but rather about developing a deeper understanding and acceptance of our emotions. As we grow in this practice, we become more adept at navigating our emotional landscapes, leading to a life characterized by greater harmony, understanding, and fulfillment. This journey, challenging as it may be, is one of the most rewarding paths one can embark upon, offering profound benefits to both ourselves and those we interact with. The narrative of the King and Michael imparts the wisdom that our emotional responses are within our control. While external events may be beyond our influence, our reactions to these events are not. By embracing mindfulness and mastering the skill of non-reaction, we can guide our emotions and react in a more considered manner. This powerful technique can enhance our interpersonal relationships, overall well-being, and life quality. Therefore, it's crucial to invest time in developing this invaluable skill, allowing it to positively transform our existence. Anger persists only as long as we cling to resentful thoughts. It vanishes the moment we let go of these resentments. One who restrains emerging anger, akin to controlling a racing chariot, is indeed a true master. Others merely hold the reins. Clinging to anger is akin to consuming poison and expecting another to suffer. The true victor is one who conquers themselves, far surpassing someone who conquers countless foes in battle. Lead your life by deliberate actions, not mere reactions. True peace originates from within. Seeking it externally is futile. In any dispute, the moment anger arises, we abandon our quest for truth and start fighting for ourselves. Our minds shape our reality, our thoughts define us. Your anger is not a punishment inflicted on you, but rather a punishment you impose on yourself. Suffering stems from attachment. Cultivating compassion for others promotes their happiness, and practicing it ourselves brings personal joy. Freedom is synonymous with letting go, and it's essential for happiness. If we hold on to anything, be it anger, worry, or material possessions, we cannot truly be free. More impactful than a multitude of empty words is a single word that fosters peace. We are the sum of our thoughts. React with reason, not emotion. Ultimately, three things are crucial: how deeply you loved, how gently you lived, and how gracefully you let go of what wasn't meant for you. Those who perceive the unity of life view themselves in others and others in themselves, observing all with an unbiased perspective. Shared happiness never diminishes. Our thoughts mold us and we become what we think. Avoid dwelling on the past or fantasizing about the future. Focus instead on the present moment. Sun, moon, and truth can't stay hidden for long. True happiness arises from letting go of attachments to things and people. Our minds shape our reality. It's not external enemies but our own thoughts that lead us astray. An idea in action is far more valuable than an idea that remains just a thought. There's no greater fire than desire, no crueler shark than hate, no more deceptive snare than foolishness, and no stronger torrent than greed. Our thoughts build our world. To soar, we must shed what weighs us down. Change begins with ourselves. Happiness stems from our actions, not from ready-made solutions. We often forget that time is fleeting. A calm mind offers clarity while turbulence clouds our vision. Words can wound without drawing blood. Seek not to emulate the wise, but to seek what they sought. Purity and impurity come from within. No one else can purify us. Be grateful for each day, whether we learn much, a little, or even just avoid illness. The gravest failure is not living up to our best knowledge. The past is gone and the future is uncertain. The only moment we truly have is now. Idleness leads to demise, diligence to life. Wise individuals choose diligence. Hatred ceases only through love. This is an eternal truth. Our thoughts and contemplations shape our consciousness. Live in the present, shaping your reality with your thoughts. Don't seek a savior outside yourself. The path to salvation is walked alone. Great work comes from loving what you do. Keep searching until you find it. Our greatest glory lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. We alone are responsible for our salvation. We must tread the path ourselves.